Alright, man, what's going on, world? Walking through spider webs and shit. But it's fucked up. I actually went down 25th, and it's funny because like my reception began fucked up over here. So I don't know. Maybe I'll flip camera real quick. That we could just see the walk. It's a little better. Got to flip for now, but I'll flip it back when we get to the park. People be chilling out there. I'll be chilling out there. So worst case scenario, I'll walk around the little track. If they got the lights on, they may or may not. Sometimes it's open late night. Sometimes it's not. But regardless, I'm gonna just walk that circle. You know what I'm saying? Perpetual cycle over here, waiting for results. Speaking of which, interview tomorrow. I might just show up just to get suited up for a random day. Might have to pull one of those. Just on a random day. And it's crazy because I had the confirmation on the text, but then I got the reconfirmation on the email. Like, damn, do you guys not approve me? So we'll see. If they don't approve me, that just means I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go catch the bus. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not dealing with y'all. I'm gonna just stick to doing this for now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I don't want to say on the same topic, but similar situation. A friend of mine was telling me stories about when he was maxing his credit card. Now I've been hearing stories about this from multiple people. A lot of it is people that have college days, university days, like things that they paid for themselves. There wasn't no scholarships basically, and they were spending like thousands at a time. So people will tell me these stories about being 5 figures in debt. They finally got it down. They've never completely paid off a full credit card or whatever, or fully paid off a credit card. So it's a little crazy. But that's what I'm working with. That's the system I'm working with. So we're trying to work around. Trying to get the little workaround around it. We'll see how that go. But yeah, man, that's the trip. Damn, bro, doing the late night. That's crazy. But yeah, this joint right here. Actually, some of the old TTHs, old Truancy other joints, they had this. I was walking past this joint. I took a pic of it. This is like pre. You know what I'm saying? Like pre. What do you call this? Going live. Like I was just doing straight up video. Doing it like that. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Cookie Sugar, those one, Corbin, Tiago. Appreciate you dropping in. Yo, this hella people. Appreciate y'all dropping in, man. Thank you for dropping in. I'm walking down the street right now. I'm just walking down the street right now. I'm doing good actually. I'm doing all right. I can't complain. Just checking on you guys. No, I'm just saying your name, shouting you guys out. Make sure I didn't skip no names. Cookie Sugar. Those one randoms, Corbin 7, Tiago Santa, Yeet. I don't know if I remember you, Gamer King Pro. What's going on? The Queen Long Viz, that's crazy. Names is wild, but appreciate y'all dropping in and saying what's up. Thank you. But now I'm just walking down the street right now. Let's see what's going on in a second, man. Post up. Like I said, if the lights is on over yonder by the school, I'm gonna hit the track, just walk around a little circle. Like I said, hit the perpetual cycle. Do a little walk and talk. It's funny because I was doing it the other day. I was on the phone with my friend. We're chopping up for like a good 2 hours, and then 2 hours became like 3.5, 4. I'm like, damn, we're on the line for a long time, just chopping up about life, catching up. Because when bro was in town, I don't even think we had time to catch up. But I think like a little bit, but barely. And then yeah, we chopped it up a little bit, talking about life, etc. You know what I'm saying? And then got on a phone call. We're a couple states away, and there it is, man. You feel me? There it is. So start doing our thing. Chopping it up. What else was we talking about? I don't know. I did like a couple laps around the track to the point where like the people. What's going on, Dylan? I don't know if that's the same one. There might be a different one. You let me know if that's you though, bro. But yeah, I'm over here like what's it called? We're chopping up about everything. How's it going? Good evening. How's it going? Yeah. Dylan, that's you. Let me know if that's you, Dylan. I appreciate you, bro. Let me know if that's you. There's actually 2 Dylans that stop in, and like I haven't seen them in a while. One of them was the kid, so I don't remember if that was you or not. But if it is, let me know. I appreciate you, man. I look, you might have to grab something to drink. I'm feeling that shit. Pause. We're like, damn, I need to get something to drink, bro. So let me walk up to the store. Let me grab some. Store owner's always like, man, you always be coming here with the camera. I'm like, my bad. I did the camera, though. Gotta get my live stream in. You know, grab that, grab the little drink, and just post up, man. Yeah, bro. So I grew up, man. I grew up over here. You know, still in the same neighborhood. You know, I feel a way about it, but it is what it is. I'm working with what I got. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy Skin. It's a good blader right there, Bay blader right there. It's funny. He said something funny the other day. You know, because he has to travel far to get to Seattle. So he was saying something like, you know, it takes like 2 hours or something for him to get up here. He said it's a little demoralizing, and I was like, damn. The crazy part is he's young. So I'm like, I'm assuming he's like 18, 19. So I'm like, bruh, it's demoralizing at 18, 19 to have to travel that far. But imagine being 32. Cause shit, I'm 32, catching the bus. I'm whipping 2 hour joint. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the community's for. People give you a ride. I know you're one. Gonna one day gonna hit 100K. Yeah, I wonder about that. You know, and when it happens, it's gonna happen. It's funny because I was you know, I don't know if you know this here. Let me flip the camera. There go Cherry, 23rd and Cherry, legendary shit, legendary shit. Let me flip this on you. So it's funny. There's a I watch ASMR channels, and those channels like they help me go to sleep, and a lot of it is like these women, and a lot of them are cute, a lot of them are sexy or whatever. But it's funny because their views will go up hella high, but then their follower count goes up high because you know they're pretty looking. But it's funny because in the comment section there was a dude. I guess he did ASMR too, and he said something funny. He was like, "Man, this girl got 20K already. It took me so long just to get 1K." And I'm like, "That's really how the game goes, man. That's really how it is." And I'm not mad at it personally. If that's how it goes, that's how it goes. You know what I mean? They talking about. Talking about none. But if that's how the game goes, that just means I gotta work harder. But I'm trying to work smart and not hard right now. So yeah, man. My bad. That's how you know I really need to get something to drink. Allergies and pollen and shit. It's still kind of heavy, bro. Work it out. I know. Or walk it out. God damn. Yeah, man. It's like the amount of phlegm. Also, I ain't been eating too well. The amount of phlegm. I hate to be like say that nasty shit on the camera and spit and all that, but it's just bad right now. I don't know if it's like that up there, Solarian, up north. If you guys have bad pollen and allergies right now, but it hit my brother bad, so he's over here coughing and sneezing at the house. And then me, I was getting hit like last week, 2 weeks ago, and I still have the lingering, or you know, the little lingering, whatever effects and all that. So yeah, bro, that's what I'm on. You guys don't have it? That's crazy. So I think ours is starting to go away, but we getting these weird fluctuating like it'll be hot and then it just goes back to being cold. Like it'll be like 80, 85, and then it goes back to like 70. You know what I'm saying? You guys are good too, Dylan? Yeah. Shit. I was actually gonna hey, go ahead, go ahead. I was actually gonna smoke tonight, but I was like, I might save it for tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do it for stream or just like a regular recording, so I don't really know yet. We're gonna find out. I don't actually know. But I do have to grab a drink. I ain't gonna lie, I'm dying. Actually, that's kind of better because then I get to walk through the goddamn school setting. What they got there? Oh, stroller and everything. Oh, they dogs. I'm tripping. The pit bulls is out. Yeah. I see what's happening. What's up, what's up? What's going on, bro? I keep it simple. You know, I used to do the little vitamin shit, but I might hit the water, man. Simple water. I do have Sprite though. I don't need all that. Uh, no. Shit, I don't even know that. I might do Arizona. I'm looking at it now. Arizona? I'm thinking about it. That's okay, man. I'm just looking for it now. It's on that side, yeah. Okay. I'm really trying to do a. Hold on, let me see this. This says limonade, bro. Oh, you know what? They got the Sprite Chill Cherry Lime. I'm on Cherry Street right now, so I gotta get the cherry lime. Used to do cherry Coke, but this is some weird looking shit. Hold on, let me flip the camera. Bam. What is that? I never seen it before. You know what I'm saying? Oh my bad. Thank you, man. Let me get this. I'm gonna set the phone down. Yeah. I'll see time, yeah. Uh, that good? Come on, thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. All right. Let's try this flavor out, man. Coming in. What kind of pit is it? What kind of pit? It's okay to pet? How you doing, baby? Yeah, yeah. You care if I show the dogs on camera? Look at the dogs there. Come on, dogs, get along, dogs. We dogs are. Get along. You good. You good. You good. Come on, dogs. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You have a good night, man. I love dogs, man. I'm more of a dog person. Actually, it's funny because I've been knowing people who are more like dog, cat. But like, I'm more like dog. I feel like cats are cool. Oh no. Okay. As long as you're not fighting. As long as the dogs ain't fighting. Yeah, man. So we got the cherry. Oh, what was I gonna say? The cherry lime for the Cherry Street. You know. I'm across the street right here. I'll show you what it was on Jefferson. Matter of fact, while I'm out here, let me show you Zills. Let me flip the camera and show you Zills when I get down there. You saw what's going on? Yeah, man. Got the cherry lime Sprite. I just brought it with me so that way I can, you know, what's it called? Walk on the track. It's on this side, but I'm gonna walk through here. But yeah, good times, man. Good times. These are. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. I'm just walking through the neighborhood, man. It's one of them nights. Actually, you know, it's funny. I looked at my YouTube studio. I'm like, damn, when's the last time I streamed? And I was trying to do like every 4 days. So I'm trying to be mindful of doing it every 4 days. But you know, it's like Friday night. So I did the Friday night check-in, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Did that shit. Punched the buttons and all that. Bomp, got in there. You know. Got the floozies. What is this? All right. I'm seeing a bit of everything. Yeah, I don't know. I was on the phone the other day and I'm walking through my old campus and I was like, yeah, I forgot about the vibes of just being up on the staircases. That itself was a vibe back then. Sit there and just dream about shit, high school shit, you know. Good times. I was going, you know. There you go. Let me flip it on them. So boom. There go Ezell's right here, man. Ezell's. If you knew, you knew. I used to live on 18th. I used to live right up the hill, bro. 18th and Cherry. Used to live up there. You know what I mean? Chiodo, man. She a baddie, I ain't gonna lie. They closed though. They closed. But yeah, here we are. That's where we at, bro. Right over here. Let me flip it on them. I used to live right up the hill off 18th. I still be kicking out here. They got the I forget my guys in Ports. They got Jay Moore right there, and then they had it's I think on East Union they got Earl. They got Earl's thing over there. I go to his barbershop currently, but it's kind of funny because like I go there, and then right on the corner they got his face right on the little electric box, whatever you call that shit. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Represent, you know, give people their flowers while they're still alive. That's what it's all about, man. Really, that's really what it's all about. You know, and it's funny. It's kind of funny because like one of my coworkers, he's from Chicago, so when he first moved here, he's trying to find black barbers and shit. So he went over there, And I was telling him, I was like, I get my haircut over there. He said, man, motherfucker still be just chilling in the fucking shop. I was like, sometimes. But for the most part, it's not even what it used to be. Everybody kind of moves south to some degree. You know what I mean? So we'll see. There goes GTLC right there. Garfield Teen Life Center. And then go to school. Let me walk up the steps on some Rocky. On my Rocky shit. But I used to be up here. We're going a long way and looping around. A long way and loop around. See what we got. Good times, man. Oh, there we go. Yeah, buddy. And it's funny because I always live nearby, right? So we always kicked it in the area. We're always kicking it in the area. But like when I actually went to high school, I was only here for like a year and a half because I dropped out my sophomore year. But it's funny because like what would have been my junior year and what would have been my senior year, I was still kicking it on campus because the actual security guard didn't know I dropped out. So because he didn't know, I was like, just kick. I would just be kicking it in the lunchroom and shit. And then by senior year, he's like, man, you don't go here no more, do you? I was like, nah, man, you got me. I was like, you let me slide all these years. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a good guy. My guy Logic, I think that was his name. That was a nickname or something. But Logic, he's a good dude. You know, he was telling me, he was like, you don't go here. But he's always been fair with me for the most part. You know, he's been a fair dude. So he just kind of walked with me and escorted me out. Like he knew I wasn't gonna try nothing or do nothing crazy, but he was still like, you know, he's like, come on, bro, we gotta get you out of here. That's kind of funny though. I don't know. I just thought about that day. Some people be having stories like that and they catch feelings. There we go. Some people catch them feelings like American with the Washington State, red, black, and the green. I don't know if that's gay and trans or just a little bit of everything. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. I don't be knowing shit. But yeah, see, I should have come up here on like a different day where it's like, here, let me put this down right here. Should have came around a different day. Because like across like where you can see the little towers right there, it's nice at like sunset or like even like middle of the day, you get to see how the hills work. We're kind of sandwiched in between hills right now. We're kind of in the bottom of the hill because you can go, if you go more east, like you start to slope down a little bit, but then you go up the hill towards like Lesha Madrona. But it's like the hills are shaped a certain way. I don't know how to really explain it. They're just designed a certain way. You know? Then what the fuck is this? People over here playing with the little rat box. That's the box for the rats, bro. They be playing with that shit. That shit crazy as hell. If there's no lights on the field though, there might not be because it's this time of day. Let me flip the camera. There might not be because it's this time of day. But like, maybe I'll do a lap. We'll see if there's any lights or not. But I'll do a lap while I'm walking a circle. Worst case scenario, it's too dark. And then the other thing is like, if not, I'll just walk over by the steps that I always be at. Steps in the side of the park. Because I'm always over there. Oh, that's the counselor. Goddamn. Counselor's office right here on the side. Crazy. Actually, I don't know if they moved it, but it's probably still on the side. I used to sit in there, not all the time, but like they'd have me in there chopping it up about my attendance. So they used to always just bug me about like, actually my guy, Mr. LeB, he was my counselor. He goes, why are you not attending your class? Are you over here fighting in the mall? I'm like, I didn't even know they do that. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's a thing? He was like, stop playing dumb. And he was over here and confronting me. I was like, nah, bro, I don't do none of this. I just don't go to class. I just go, either I stay home, I sleep in. I just don't want to go. Yeah, there's not much lights, but we're going to do it. But he's a good dude all in all. You know what I mean? Like people used to feel a way about him, but you know, when you're a kid, realistically, I don't want to say it's intimidating, but it's like, it's annoying. Like you see like adults trying to look out for you type shit. This motherfucker kind of annoying, bro. He's always on my case like I'm doing something wrong, but they're really just looking out for you. You know, that's really what it is. But yeah, so here we are. I'm walking the track, man. I'm on the track here. Let me flip this. What am I doing? I don't know if you can see this. Not really. Here, let me hit the light. But there it is. You kind of see the track here. Yeah, kind of see it. Not really. But yeah, it's funny. Teen Life Center ain't changed. Kids out there still playing. It's like remnants of the neighborhood, man. I'm hope that nothing changes. But even when you say nothing changes, the ignorance is still there too. Unfortunately, I'm walking past the steps, but we had a kid get killed over there. I think like last summer or something. I can't remember. Not too long ago. He's got shot in the chest, cold blood. He was over here breaking up a fight. I'm just going based off the news reports. I don't actually know, but to my understanding, he was breaking up a fight. He got shot for it. Some dumbass shit. Another kid with a gun. You know how that goes. That's America for you, man. I guess, right? For those wondering. But yeah, actually, let me hit it like this. Let me try something. Are we back? I think we back. So I got the light behind me. It's funny when I go on this side of the track, that's when the lights get bright, right on the corner. Used to not be this way. Start fixing things, you know. It's funny. It took time though, man. It took time, but things, they changed a bit. Couldn't save everybody, but they did a good job nonetheless. They did a best job they could. Couldn't save every kid. Every kid wasn't trying to be saved, but the ones that wanted to help, man, that's the other aspect. You got the ones that wanted to help, and then they squandered it sometimes a little bit. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, my bad. I gotta hawk the Louis. Yeah, I might have to do the one lap. I was looking forward to this, doing the live streams in the summertime, mainly because I could just be straight outside, less distractions. Hold on, let me check something. We had 3 bars. I'm saying we had 3 bars, so it's good for the most part. But yeah, man. Time goes on, you realize how to play the game. You learn it differently. You learn how to play the game. So there's a right or wrong way to play it. But nonetheless, you're playing. Nonetheless, that's the thing is like, body is one thing, but the soul put that coin in. You know how it is, man. The soul puts the coin in, trying to get them credits. You want to, you want to try it again. You want to either see. That's what I'm saying, man. Either they got summoned here or what. I don't know. If that's part of the confusion. I don't know if there's summonings. That's a deeper conversation. That's a deeper conversation. Like, are we willingly cashing the coin in? You understand? Are we willingly putting in the quarter in the credit? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. If we willingly put in the quarter in the credit, and then we don't like the results of what we're happening this time, do we have to keep continuing the cycle? That's what I say sometimes. That's what I'm thinking about. But my thing about it is this, man. It's like, if there's a summoning, you know what I'm saying? If they're over here summoning, you can say however you want to put it, spirits and souls, however you want to put it, bro. If that's what's going on, man. That would make sense with all the mass confusion, if not, you know, struggles with self and shit like that. And that's a whole other conversation. Because a lot of people in this lifetime, their souls and spirits do not agree with the physical. It's one thing if they don't agree with the circumstances. If you don't agree with the circumstances, naturally you're gonna fight. Naturally, the soul and the spirit's gonna fight for its right to be free and express itself, etc. And that's gonna be a struggle within itself, because sometimes, people fight amongst each other just to figure each other out. Sometimes that's how it goes. It just, the secret is how long do you go before you stop the feuding? How quick can you put your shit in check? You know what I'm saying? Hey, here we go. I was like, hold on. I was like, I thought this was a person standing here. Hey, let me show you. Let me flip it on him. Damn. Hit the little football right there. Little tackle machine. You know what I'm saying? The whop up. Wrap up. I said the whop up. That's the wrap up, bro. We're going to hit this thing. You know what I'm saying? Hit there, tackle that shit, bro. That's how we living out here. Just hitting the little tackle. I can't play football at all. I don't play football at all. But that was kind of cool. Actually, I never hit those, bro. You know what's funny? All the times in high school, I never hit one of those, but that was cool to get my tackles in. That was just one little shoulder. I don't know how to do that shit. I feel like I gotta work out more. Gotta hit them gotta hit them deltoids and get everything in, ready, the rows and everything. Get the push-ups right. Can't just be doing anything, bro. Football, you gotta have the body strong. You gotta build armor. Shit. I'll box all day, but I won't do football. Shit. Which is crazy, I guess. I was hoping the floodlights would be on, but I think there's a certain time of day that shut it down. But yeah, the spirit, man, spirit and the soul, bro. You know that shit is very important. That's very important to the human being, right? And so you gotta sit there and fight, man. Exist peacefully. You know, so you want to exist peacefully. Sometimes we're not too sure if is this all it is? Is this all we want? You gotta ask yourself, like, is this really all it is? Is this all you want? You gotta be honest. You feel me? You're gonna be a little more honest with yourself. I walked one lap on the track, but I'm like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go find a place to post up because I'm not really too. I don't know. I'm not too hot about it. It was all right. For what it was all right. They're mashing though. A lot of cars mashing down there. They about to hit. I'm saying, bro. I don't know what they're doing. It's Friday night though. It's fucked up, man. If I hear some bullshit, I gotta be on my toes too, cause I gotta look around just in case. Just in case I gotta exit the place. You know, that saying go. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling, man. You gotta be sharp on all. I ain't gonna say cylinders, but all levels, man. Get sharp. You feel me? You know me. I be out here. Flip on. It's a normal thing for me to be out here, man. It's funny because like there's very few that still live in the area, so it's like, hold on, what they talking about here? All right, as long as there ain't no slander out here, I'll be coming out here looking for anybody here on some smoke with it too, because these are the steps from my homie got killed. So as long as nobody doing that shit, I live right down the street, so I'm not hard to find. It's not no tough guy shit. It's just like I come up here and just reminisce about my friends in the neighborhood, especially my friend that died here. So I think about that sometimes. Let me flip that. So it's just a little spot for me to kind of just think. You feel me? This thing here. Let me see. Do I sit at an angle? I sit right here. Gotta find the right spot to sit at. Trying to prop the phone too. That's the thing. That's the issue. I might have to set it down for the Sprite. Little Sprite interlude, real quick. Hold on, bro. Something wrong with this bottle. I don't know if I loosened it or if it's been loose. Pause. I don't know if I did that. I don't think I did that. My trip. Now I'm paranoid. I don't know if somebody messed with this bottle. You know it out here. Well, it's the Friday night check-in, man. I'm gonna stay focused. I'm just rambling. Part of me just feeds off of the interactions of others, really. But because the thing is, when you leave me to my own devices, you'll see like the little Dronzer Cup tournament. You'll see me just do all the other creative shit that I usually do. You'll see me get busy with that. You'll see me just create things. You'll see the hour-long Dragon Quest. I got some other stuff on the works, Yu-Gi-Oh's right now, and I got some. I'm working on some other games right now. My bad. Let me flip that. So due diligence and shit. And the due diligence right. Getting things corrected, bro. Bro, on. Okay, I was like, damn, what the fuck? Some weird shit. All right. But yeah, it's summertime, man. So I feel like I should be doing these more often, really. I probably should be doing these more often. Hit my little marks here and there. You know what I'm saying? Get my numbers in. Get the right amount, whatever. I'm gonna cut this way. What am I doing? Surprised I ain't seeing more people outside fucking off right now, but Bro's a goofy. What you on, bro? What's bro on? He probably tagging though. I was like, why is dude over here creeping, bro? I'm gonna walk over there and whoop his ass. What the fuck are you on? All right. Damn. Fuck is bro on? But you better be doing something productive like tagging. You know what I'm saying? You better be doing that shit. Funny as hell. Funny as hell till it isn't. That's how I say. It'd be funny as hell until it isn't, man. Yeah, boom, we hit that thing because we got the lighting right here. We got the perfect lighting right here. I was like, why was he creeping though? Dude was creeping and shit. Damn, they got the part two. What the fuck? Man, they got the part two. All right, we're gonna do it like this then. We'll see how this works. We'll see how that works, man. Because if it don't work, I'll just flip the camera. I'll just flip the camera, really. That too bright? It might be. Damn, bro. I'm gonna have to do it like this. I have to hit it like this. I did that last time when I had the cigar out here with me. And it's gonna work. As good as I'm gonna get it, I guess. As good as we're gonna get it. Drop the phone right here. Oh, we on, man. Let me flip it down. Right there. As good as I'm gonna get it right there. I realized I could do that at an angle. Get this right. Get it at the angle. That's the best I'm gonna get it though. If I get it at the angle. There we go. Oh shit, man. If you ain't, man, I was saying the whole morning too. It's interesting, bro. I was on the way over to you know what I'm saying, East Side Bellevue. Right on the way. Listening to Clips album the whole morning. So that shit, like I had like 3 rotations at least. It's like only 40 minutes. I did that shit like 3 times. It takes me like an hour to get over there. Actually, like the first time, you know, I was on the way over there. It took me like an hour, maybe, hour and some change. Go in this little coffee shop. And it takes like an hour long, but the album's only 40 minutes. So when there was like 20, 15 minutes left in the trip, I just turned off the music. I put my headphones down. I'm like, okay, let me chill on that because I know normally I'm gonna go back in the rotation, but if I go back in rotation, I'm gonna miss a frame of moment throughout the album when I check into, you know, my little appointment. So I don't know. I just kind of flipped it. And I was like, man, let me wait. So then after after my little appointment, that's when I put the album back in. Started listening. Second rotation. I'm waiting on the bus. It's actually delayed. I'm like, okay, here's the third one. By the time I get home, I let that shit run. I had like 2 or 3 tracks left. Played that in the background. It was dope, man. It was good. And it's funny because I started listening to the interviews about it. They were doing like press runs pretty much all week. Started listening to the interviews. There was like 2 of them, I think. Like forget exactly what it was, like Apple Podcast or some shit. And then there was one more. I think it was Breakfast Club or something. And then the Tiny Desk. So it was like all 3. I listened to all 3 today. On the side of over here recording some gameplays, and it was interesting because I'm like, man, it was kind of cool to get some insight and just listen about all the stuff. It's kind of cool that I don't know, it's just cool, like a cool little process. I will say, man, back to the Neptunes conversation. Neptunes is Pharrell and Chad Hugo, right? Pharrell is really the darkness. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just like, Chad is the light because Pharrell's sound, bro, is real dark by himself. I think he produced Hell Hath No Fury. He did the whole album for Hell Hath No Fury, and it's like when you listen to this one, he did the whole Let God Sort Him Out. So when he did that one, it's like, bro, this is some dark shit. Like it's really on some darker tone, kind of like more. I won't say sinister, but more reflective, if you will, dark and reflective, kind of just a introspective kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Shadow work kind of thing. It's really interesting. For lack of a better term, I'm just using those, but it's kind of crazy. I was like, yo, this Pharrell is the dark, man. But like him and Chad is the yin and yang type shit, which is crazy, man. The Neptunes, bro, like that shit we grew up on. It's like Chad, Chad is, I won't say he's dialing it back, but he's adding like the right amount of sounds and notes. He's the guy that understands the instruments way more than Pharrell. But Pharrell's thing was more of the percussionist, to my understanding. And Chad kind of knew his instruments. He just knew, he would just tinker around with MPCs and instruments and pads and shit. So he would just mess around with what they had. So it's kind of cool. I'm not this isn't to take away from Pharrell or either of them, but it's just like that balance is like what really the Neptune sound is. This was just straight Pharrell. This was like, yeah, we on point right now. We beefing with these people still for whatever reason. We're not okay with the energy here. People over here taking up the reins, man. Yo, I hear the rats squeaking up in here. That's crazy. Rats in the dugout. Oh, I gotta look around. Fuck no, I heard the squeaking and shit. Almost want to walk over and see where the creepy dude was at. Just might have to sock him out. Some weird shit over there. I'm over here. School I went to, everything. Shit that I'm on. I'm just doing my thing here. You know what I'm saying? It's as good as I'm gonna get it, bro. I could have flipped it the other way. I don't know if that's better. You think that's better if I flip it the other way? Shit, we could try it. We could try it. It might be better because that way I have a more decent 365. That's how I had it originally, actually, like right here. So that way I can go left, right, get my 360 a little better. I said 365, my bad. Get my little 360 better. The reason why I was about to, I was actually gonna smoke the Cuban. The reason why I didn't though, I should have, but I didn't. But it was like, oh, that's why, because the light's right here. Oh, I see. All right, we'll flip it. Probably more to the right. Does that count? It's still right there to the right. That might work. I don't know, because you see, you got the little shadow in the shade. Damn, bro. Hold on, get this right. It's still behind me, huh? That's a little better though. That's a little better. Now I had this, funny. Well, I ain't gonna say funny, but like crazy enough. My homie that I gave him the Axum. I had the Axum cigar, and I was hooking him up with it. And he actually had two cigars for me. So one of them was actually the Escobar. Escobar brand, which is actually partly owned by Nas now. So we had the Nas. We smoked a little Nas cigar, and then that's when I did the Body in the Lake live when I was describing that situation. But the interesting part about it was he actually gave me a second one. He was like, "Here, I want you to try this one too, because I had it for myself. I want you to try it now." Because the thing about the Escobar cigars that we smoked, he said I never tried it yet. I just wanted to make sure my first time I smoked it was with you. So we both had each of our own. We was chiefing it down by the lake. It was crazy. Anyway, he hands me like it looked like a Connecticut because it's more like a light wrap, like a more yellower, like light wrap, and that was a Cohiba from Cuba. So we had the Cuban Cohiba. I'm like, damn, bro, this is crazy. He said, yeah, it's a straight up Cuban from a Cuban cigar from Cuba type shit. That's crazy. So he handed me one of those. He said, just let me know how that works for you because you're gonna love it, man. But I want to make sure I had a spare one for you. That's crazy. So I was gonna do that one tonight. I was bringing it up because I had like some random crumbs in my pocket, but it was just like it was like small little flakes from the bottom of the cigar. But I was like, let me save that for another day because if I choose to hit the live tomorrow, I'm not sure if I will or not. But if I choose to hit it, I might chief that one. I don't know yet. Bro. I've been thinking about a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of weird, a lot of emotional shit that like it pertains to a lot of people in my life, friends and whatnot. And it's really interesting because it's like, okay, none of this shit has nothing to do with me, but it's fucking shit up like around everyone. So I'm like, yo, this is. I don't want how to explain it, man. A lot of people aren't really having their emotions in check right now. A lot of people are also going through a different threshold of what they want or what they're willing to handle, I guess you would say. But I'm not really mad at anyone's choices and decisions. I will just say, like, in turn, a lot of this stuff that people are accepting into their lives are starting to affect me. So it's almost like I got to be very mindful, bro. Do I got to block the light? My bad. I'll block the light. It's really interesting because, like, I don't know, man. It's like it's kind of cool. I like the light, man. I like having the light in the background. Let me put the light in there, man. I got to put the light because I just got done saying Chad Hugo's the light. And for all, he brought the darkness and everything. So it's the yin and the yang of the Neptunes, but that shit was more like yang, whatever the fuck, yin and yang, as they rightfully pronounce it or whatever. But I don't know, man. That shit. Back to imbalances. It's like, I'm always on some like when things are getting a little too logical and kind of technical. I like bringing the fun aspect and kind of whatever. And like this is me pulling back and realizing like, yo, this aspect is the side of me, the logical side that doesn't really get loved and appreciated. And maybe I'm lacking in that department, possibly true. But I will say like when I'm sitting here doing like more reasonable things and discussing shit with people. I feel like a little unheard at times, but that's that's on me, I guess, right? I gotta tighten up and figure out how I want to present and say shit. You know what I mean? Fuck am I hearing, bro? Telling you, man, out here hearing shit. Hold on. There's like rats and raccoons that walk through here though, so I'm kind of looking out for that because it's like a nice little it's well lit in the little like walkway alleyway part between the field and the bleachers. So you know that's one way. That's one way to look at it, man. That's one way to look at it. That's one way to observe it. I think about this a lot, man. It's funny though with the lives. I will say it's funny because with the lives, it's like when I'm hitting these, nights like this, it's real chill. Like my phone's not overheating, right? Hold on. And compared to the daytime, yeah, compared to the daytime, like my phone, especially in the summertime, it'll just like overheat because it's just like it's too much, sunlight, direct sunlight on top of the phone, behind the phone, and just even like being in my hand because my body's heating up, and then like the palm of my hand like exerts heat, so it's like there's a lot of heat just happening on the phone. Um, Nighttime though, summer nights is perfect because I got shorts on. It's crazy. Like I'm out here in shorts in Seattle, cold weather usually, but it's like summertime. I'm over here just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Got some warm weather. But yeah, man, I appreciate everyone that dropped in and hit the like though because you know I just do these, man, just to occupy some time. Like it's really interesting. I was telling the therapist too. I was like, bro, it's crazy, man. I got what do you call this? Some of my nights and some of when I'm supposed to be going to sleep, time is a little occupied with just overthinking, even overthinking possible conversations, even playing out the whole conversation, just out loud. Sometimes like slightly out loud, like whispering it, but nonetheless just playing it out. And like I'm anticipating these conversations that are unnecessary, whether it be with like certain or particular family members or even like people related to them or like a friendship kind of thing or like a circle kind of thing, like whatever it is. Like sometimes I find myself just overthinking it, so I'm like, bro, this is too much. And I realized like she was like, is there anything else you want to bring up or talk about? It's like, let me tell you this because I realized this is one of the things that like kind of been on tip of my brain or whatever. And I just let her know like, yeah, this shit it's just kind of happening right now where like I find myself, if I'm not on the phone with someone, if I'm not doing a live, if I'm not doing whatever, I find myself just kind of like I need some place to kind of just babble and talk a bit. You know what I'm saying? And this is it right here. This is it, man. That's why I appreciate with this bro, my guy Dylan. Dylan dropped in and said, what do you say? Hold on. He said, I know you're one day gonna get 100K. And it's just like it's shit like that, man, where it's like people drop in and just they show love. That's all it takes, man. That's all I can really ask for because I can have a live stream. I've seen those weird live streams where like it'd just be zero people. You just see like a dude, I don't know if he's in India or wherever the fuck's India, Indonesia, Singapore. He could be from any of them regions because I'm not trying to typecast a look, but he kind of look a certain way, right? He look more Hindi, if you will, for lack of a better term, not to be racist or anything. I'm just being honest, but he looked more, whatever Indian, or as we know, right? So he could be Fijian too, for all I know. But anyway, it just be a dude's face just straight up in the camera, and he don't know what people are saying sometimes. Matter of fact, some people don't say shit because it's just a dude's face. So I'm aware of that because I'm like, yo, I'm just a random person here doing this, but I be getting compliments here and there, so that lets me know like I'm at least a spot or a level above that, um, in a good way, I guess. So I take any blessings I can get, man. I take any advantages. I try to take it, flip it, And if that ain't working, I'm gonna just keep doing what I've been doing. But that goes back to the insanity. That goes back to perpetual cycle, like I said. That's why we have to hit the one lap. I was like, we doing one lap and that's it. One lap and that's it. And that had me thinking a lot about this lap this year. I started the Beyblade stuff. That journey was July 27th last year. That's what's crazy. It was July 27th last year, and we're closing in right now. Today's 7/11, so we got what 16 days. That's 2 weeks. That's 2 more weeks of this shit. When you think about it, that's 2 more weeks, bro. And like what I'm saying is like with everything going on, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm done. I might be done. I told myself I was done from the purchases. I might retire from the purchases, but I think I'm done, bro. Come August 1st, I think I'm done. So I was really thinking about this shit because there was some shit that was happening that was really messy, and I was like, yo, people probably need me there as a voice of reason right now, but based off of history, historically not necessarily being heard or appreciated in the moment. If I don't get heard or appreciated in this moment right here, I'm fucking done with people because there's some shiesty shit going on. within the communities, you know what I'm saying, within the people got, they don't have their stuff in order, they don't have their stuff together. I don't know, bro. It shit hurt me a little bit because it's like it's one of them spaces that I said this before, man. It's one of them few spaces, probably the only space right now that I enter where I don't really deal with the discrimination, but that it almost forces me to go back into like a combat type of mindset where it's like, yeah, maybe I got to go back into a place that's gonna have me on edge and pause. You know what I'm saying? Have me on like a, what do you call this? Like a, have me on point or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what it got me thinking. So it's just fucked up, man. I think I'm done though. If I'm being honest, I might be done. I hate to say that because I told myself, I was like, bro, I'm gonna figure out everything new. When I find something new, I'm gonna do it for a year, and then boom, just kind of roll from there. Started my participation journey. Started participating. Started do my contribution, content wise. I'm not even monetized, bro. I hope y'all don't. That's why I was trying to do so many live streams because people didn't realize like I wasn't monetized at all. That's why I try to do as many as I can. But I realized the efficiency of doing less, if that makes sense. Like the time it took me to stress out charging up the phone, live streaming on the phone, and then if I wasn't doing that, charge it up at the library. In the middle of charging at the library, gameplay some video games. You know what I'm saying? That's a good cycle. It's a good little cycle to do, and I might get back to doing that. It's gonna get the watch hours up. It's gonna boost things up. It's gonna keep me on point. But it's just tough because the wear and tear on that was taken away from my physical and my mental, and I needed to resupply that with food, which I can't really afford in abundance like I used to. So I had to be mindful of like it's gonna take a really strong discipline to just stick to water and salt if that's that's the path I wanted to go. But I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't there right now. Maybe I should build it up, and it's gonna be tougher in the summer. So I had to be really honest about it. So I might really go through with this. The more I think about on some tough guy shit, or not on some tough guy shit, but just trying to stay strong, right? Um, that job interview, man. I got that tomorrow, so I'm gonna just be on point, stay sharp. I'm gonna be real honest with them and whatever, and then go visit whoop de wop and just do my little thing that day. Show up to a little tournament down the street, stay in touch with people, and just keep it rolling until Sunday. And then I think after that, I don't know if there's any more like meetups, but or there's gonna be like 2 more meetups before the end of the month, and then after that, it's like I'm done, so bro. I'm done, so that's it. I might have shit muted for a minute, find myself a little bit, figure a few things out. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to figure out if like these things happen, these things play out the way they need to play out or blow over. I don't really know, but there's some foul shit going on where I'm like, yo, and it's I'm coming from a place of someone where it's like, yo, I understand. I remember being that age where like can't nobody tell you shit, and you're just gonna do what you want to do. And I was the voice of reason back then. No one listened back then because I'm the same age as these people. It'd be different if I was older, but I'm like, if I'm your peer or whatever, or like the same age group, you're not gonna listen to me. But here I am, and I don't want to say like ranking against people, but it's like people lend me an ear until they don't. There's other motherfuckers that just hate, and it's just like, yo, man, the more you hate, the more the shit trickles down, and it's bad for everybody because I got nothing but positive shit to say. If I'm saying something wrong, let me know and I'll be out. But if I'm not that toxic, brother, we cool. But I don't know, man. It's really tricky right now. Some weird shit going on, bro. Weird shit going on. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. I couldn't tell you nothing. Standing here for too long, man. Let's go ahead and walk. Walk it out, man. This Sprite bottle. Oh shit! I accidentally hit a button. I gotta fix that later. I accidentally hit the highlight button. Just like a little 5-minute highlight of the most recent shit or whatever. Yeah, I'll be ducking off, laying low to some degree, and I'm gonna let it be whatever it needs to be. Like I don't have no like expertise or whatever kind of words to really put all this shit together. I'm just being honest. Like I gotta let shit go. Like it's just this problem that I want to be mine. I want to help and fix, and I want to mediate. But at the same time, it's like this shit got nothing to do with me, and motherfuckers don't want me involved anyway. That's the fucked up part because I'm starting to catch this shit. It's like, oh yeah. They would have reached out and said some shit or whatever directly, but it's not like that, man. It ain't even like that. So it's just crazy. I feel, I guess I do feel left out, but at the same time, it's like people are letting you know exactly that you don't need to be a part of that. But I let that shit go, man. I ain't fucking with nobody. But this has also taught me a bit about myself, where it's like, self-respect overrules respect from others, and that goes without saying, type shit. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Hold on, man. Don't tell me I'm at this swing. Don't tell me, bro. That's where I was at with it, man. That's where I was going with it. So it's just kind of crazy, man. It's the time we're in, you know. Yeah. How's it going, man?
See me, sir. You want a lighter by chance, would you?
Nah, I wish I did.
That's
Yeah,
all
I'm sorry,
good.
man.
You be safe,
Appreciate it, man. Yeah.
What time is it right now?
Hey, let me check this, bro. 11:06, man.
11:06.
Yeah, be easy, man. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I got a message from Mars too, man. Hold on. I fucking should have. Hope he's doing all right. Hold on. I'm a little worried, man. He's a young dude tripping. Bro's out there tweaking. Hold on, man. I'm gonna post right here, man. Hopefully, if he comes back around, I'm gonna talk to him. I want him to tell me how he's doing. That guy look young, man. That's fucked up. It's funny because I'm gonna tell you something funny, right? I seen a silhouette. I seen dude yelling. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? I started walking. He's walking towards me. I'm like, that's what I just said. I might have to swing. And I saw it was a brother. So I'm like, oh, that's a brother right here, man. Let me talk to him. He asked me for a lighter. You probably heard it on the mic. He asked for a lighter. I said, man, I wish I had one too, but I ain't got one on me. But it's funny because, well, I shouldn't say, I gotta stop saying funny. When I see a young brother like that tweaking, man, that shit kind of fuck with me. Because it's like, me, I'm walking around here trying to be helpful, man. I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna sit right here. And if he comes back around, I'm gonna tell him to come over, just say hi and talk to me. That's all I can really provide right now, just a conversation, you know. But I was on edge, man. I felt my hairs go up a little bit, like let's get ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding the soda a certain way, gotta drop it if necessary, and just hit the bop, you know what I'm saying, get the swinging. But I'm also like, we're not here on the tough guy shit. I just gotta neutralize the situation. Over here studying the hands. That's just the type of time I'm on. I just want to make sure everybody good. Everybody good money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody good money. And young boy from the neighborhood tweaking, that kind of hurt me. The other funny part is like I seen the other people at the store, and I'm not gonna say they was tweakers because they had dogs and a bike and shit, but the dude had a speaker, so it's like, you know, I'm assuming he got a decent home to go to. He might be living at they got a little like a tent city kind of thing, like a little, what do you call this, where they got like little shacks and houses for the homeless right around the corner. So maybe he's on the other side of the corner of the store. I don't really know. I couldn't tell you, but if he's up there, or if that that the people earlier in the live that had the dog and shit, then people live over there, then that's good. But that's a kid right there. I could be wrong. That's kind of fucking me up right now. I almost want to walk to where he's at. Hold on. If you come around the corner, I'm gonna tell him to come over here, man. I'm gonna tell him to come over here. Just talk to me, cause like remember I think I told you guys this last time, and one of my last. Hold on. I don't hear him. I said this last time in one of my last lives when I was kind of out here. I was like, man, what's crazy is this one dude. I used to come out here in the winter and just smoke cigars and weed and shit, and like this dude. I met this one dude because I met him at my homie's memorial little thing over there. The steps where my homie got killed. I used to be over there, and I met him on Halloween. Then I met him like later in the winter, and then like I don't know, like last month or 2 months ago, I seen him again, and he smelled like he was homeless or something. Like fuck, man. So I don't know what's going on, but I come back out here just to make sure he's still around. You know what I mean? That's why I keep coming back out here because I want to know if he's still around. That's what I'm saying. I seen him over. So he's on the south side, just in the cut over there, but I don't know if he's sleeping in that area or if he has like a shelter or what. I don't know what's going on, but it's, it smelled like his jacket and his pants were wet from sleeping in the rain or some shit. When you're homeless in Seattle, he was sleeping in the rain and shit. So I don't know. I be thinking about that shit. That shit kind of fuck with me a little bit. You know what I mean? I be seeing people, but I don't be seeing people, if that makes sense, man. And I'm thinking I'm seeing some mother right there, I don't know. I had to pop up and check. I already know though. That's going on. Yeah. So yeah, I hope bro come around. What's fucking crazy is I was talking to what's it called? I ain't somebody. Okay, I was talking to my friend that I was smoking the Escobar with, the cigar, and like he was telling me that he went around with some community people to do like check on the homeless people in a certain area. Because I think we are talking about it because I was like, man, this is kind of the same time that I was bringing up. I never seen a dead body because we were worried that we might see a body in the lake that one day, and it's kind of crazy because like he said, man, I actually seen one, and he was saying like it's crazy because we are doing our little rounds, checking like the little homeless camps, see if there was people that needed any help. And he said they found like a naked woman's body just kind of out there, and this was in the dead of the winter. They're like, why was she naked? Was she assaulted? Was she did she go through any sexual abuse, rape or something like that? And then the people who were the experts were like, no, no, no. It looks like there's no signs of any like rape or anything like that. And they were talking about it. They said the thing about it is right before the body dies, it has a emergency system where it kicks up the heat to like a high, like really high. So she probably took her clothes off and then died of hypothermia. So it's like a thing with when you're going through hypothermia and you're on your body's on its last legs. Apparently, it feels like very overheated at the last moment, and then you start to undress. It's like a defense mechanism, but hopefully by then you're able to take care. Your body gets enough heat, or like I don't know, blanket or whatever the fuck. Because when you have people stuck at sea and they get their body, they're swimming in the water trying to survive. They're floating in the water. It's probably a very similar thing when they find people. The body overheats either right before they pass or like you know, uh, yeah. It's just crazy to think about, man. That was a science. That was a little science thing he broke down for me. Hold on, my bad. But yeah, man. So anyway. Again, not that it's winter time, but I am kind of just hoping that bro come around. The lady I saw walking past, I thought that was my homie's mom. I haven't seen her in a long time, and that's what I'm worried about because what's been going on lately. My mom had passed, but like everybody's mom is passing. Everybody's mom, if not dad, if not like an aunt or grandma's passing, bro. Like everybody, like I don't know what it is. We could sit here and blame the fucking the shot or whatever all day, and it might be the case. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but it's just kind of crazy. It's just a little crazy right now. Matter of fact, hold on, let me show you this joint here. This little street right here, man, used to be hella crazy. We used to go through that shit. My homie used to live on the other side, right here. Let me show you. They go to the park I was just at. Homie used to live on the other side of the park. We used to just mob through here real quick, come around. We go there. My guy would be doing a little spray paint and shit, and I'd be on the lookout. I was like, bro, I ain't got no art skills, but I'll just be on the lookout right here. But we used to be over there. Good times, man. Good times. Chilling up here. This everybody eat their chicken. Everybody used to chicken up here. He says that's where we were just at. 20 people be fucking with that. It ain't what it used to be, but it is what it is. People take what they can get, and they go to school and shit. So baseball field, but we used to play kickball. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was better at baseball, but it's what it is, man. It's fucked up because a lot of us were treating it like a white sport, and it's like in this era, guys like Griffey and all the other, I forget all the other, I don't know if it's Big Poppy and them guys, from Red Sox, like them guys, they're trying to get the baseball back into the schools because what ends up happening is all the Dominicans and shit, they be getting scouted. Dominicans and Cubans get scouted at a young age. But then when it comes down to like in the inner cities over here in America, like in the black neighborhoods, it's not really a thing because cost of equipment, cost of gloves, and the cost of things is just so high. But with basketball, you just got to be talented, have a ball, work on your skills, show up. All you really need is a court, and every park damn near got a court. So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So with this, the fuck is this shit? This is shit I'm talking about, man. It is what it is, man. I take it for what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Dude might be lingering around this shit. Trying to figure out this goofy shit I'm looking at. Oh, we on. It's nasty. I'll take it for what it is, man. One thing I spoke about. This is like early. I'll say this. I said this a long time ago. I spoke about this early. It's funny when a neighborhood, like especially like mine, when that shit gets gentrified, the people who are from the area, we got it got us feeling a certain way. But it's also like there's a level of inadequacy that we have to admit. Where it's like, man, we wanted to be the ones that either came up or changed the situation, or came up and put the right people on that changed the situation. However you want to phrase it, however you want to put it. That's kind of how we feel deep down inside, I guess. That's one thing I love to believe. But some people just want to keep shit fucked up, and some people want to keep it a dysfunctional and violent area sometimes. That's a whole other conversation, a story. Let me reply to my friend real quick. All right, let me just reply to them. But yeah, oh, we still on? We still on? Yeah, it's still going. So it's interesting because like, meanwhile, where it's like, I give an example. I'll be standing over here by the steps. I just see random weirdos walking through in and out that little spot, and I'm like, yo, these people don't even know. Like, this is where the homie died. This is where I feel grief. People casually walking through, having fun and enjoying their lives because they had no idea what the neighborhood was like. So they're walking through areas that bring grief and anxiety to people. It's anxiety. Like, I remember getting jumped right here. I remember getting stolen on right here. I remember people tripping on me over here. I remember my homie getting killed right here. I remember people shooting right here, etc., 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 etc. You have all these different thoughts and ideas that are not necessarily positive, but it's interesting because even though they're walking through that shit and they don't understand how sacred that specific intersection is, where somebody might have got killed or someone might have lived, whatever memories were over there, you know what I'm saying? Little sacred spots. Even though they don't know that, they're still bringing in and cleansing the area because they're not. The thing is, when you carry grief, you continue to deposit it in certain areas and keep continuing and almost perpetuating the same grief in certain spots sometimes. You know what I mean? It's almost important for like human beings of a certain area, especially places of grief, to be removed from that area, heal a bit, come back with a different mindset, and then re-heal the area themselves if they're a healer type person or if they're just a helper. You know what I'm saying? However you want to put it. So it's tricky. It's like I look at gentrification differently now, man. It affects me mentally because it's like y'all walking through spots and you don't even know what it was, man. It's a tricky conversation for me to have because it's like y'all really don't know what this was, but I just want people to respect it, I guess. I don't know. That's a stretch to ask respect from people that it's a stretch, man. It's crazy, man. And it's yeah, I don't know. For the most part, I'm moving with peace out here. But that don't mean like I'm cool with everybody. I'm just mindful of shit. I think about that sometimes. Hold on. All right, 10 minutes. So I'm at the 64 mark, so that's kind of it. That's all I need to be at. Nobody's really dropping in and out right now. Nobody's saying what's up. I didn't even see bruh. I didn't even see him. I get to walk home myself, get on call with my friend. So one of my friends in the Beyblade community is blind, and like I like talking to them when they're walking home just to make sure they got home. And they don't live far from their work, but it's just kind of tricky to like, hey man, I hope you know, I just hope they're okay. But it's cool to call and make sure that they're okay. So I might have to get on the phone call. Like I ain't got my headphones with me, but I will sit there and just hit the like ear to ear or ear to the phone kind of joint. Take it back. Feel me? Who is bro, man? What the fuck? That's a different person. That's some rando mobbing through. But yeah, I'm gonna get off live, man. Hopefully we run into the kid that was tweaking. That was like I thought I might have to just but we'll see, man. I hope he didn't get jumped earlier. That might have been a thing too, but people be in the wrong spot, wrong time sometimes. Hey man, there it is. For those that came in and said what's up, I appreciate it. I'm just doing these when I can. no subject matter, but nonetheless, getting it done, getting it in. Love you guys. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace.